And sticking with the Los Angeles Lakers, Anthony Davis last night didn't have his best night, but hey, he's had a great season thus far, 26-10. He can improve those field goal percentages and that three-point percentage. He had a nice three-pointer to ice it late in the game, but all the talk wasn't about Anthony Davis on the court. It was what he was doing off the court in Chicago. Anthony Davis was very candid about his upcoming free agency, and he talked about the idea of signing with the Bulls in the offseason.
Obviously, it's nothing like playing at home. I don't know. I am a free agent next year, but whatever that means.
And then, of course, after Anthony Davis dropped that bomb, the NBA rumor mill just exploded. Everyone was talking about, is this a real possibility? Anthony Davis joining the Chicago Bulls in the offseason? Well, he clarified his comments at practice the next day.
You consider Chicago as a place for free agency?
I never said I consider anything.
So what did you say?
I said that, I'm focused on the championship with the Lakers. And, of course, everyone knows I'll be a free agent next year. And I said, we'll see where it goes.
Now, Anthony Davis to the Chicago Bulls. Now, some would say, hey, why would you throw away your career by joining the Chicago Bulls when you could stay with the Los Angeles Lakers? Well, hey, to me, the Bulls are looking more attractive every single day. One, it's your hometown. Two, you've got a promising young core around Zach LaVine, Lauri Markkanen, Kobe White, Wendell Carter Jr. You got Denzel Valentine, a lot of young talent. Also, you're in the Eastern Conference. You never know what's going down with the East. But if I'm the Los Angeles Lakers, I'm very unhappy about this. Because if I'm the Lakers, what did you do to get Anthony Davis? You trade away all your promising young core, with the exception of Kyle Kuzma, but you trade away the best players of that young core. You trade away Lonzo Ball. You trade away Brandon Ingram, who right now, he's playing like a future perennial all-star. You also gave up Josh Hart and some picks, and just a couple weeks into the season, you're already talking about the idea of potentially leaving to go play for the Bulls. If I'm the Lakers, this really rubs me the wrong way. I can understand why this would be very unsettling for Laker Nation because, hey, if Anthony Davis walks, we've seen crazier things happen in the NBA. So any Laker fan, any insider that wants to say that, hey, this is completely off the table, you have not been following this league because anything can happen in the NBA. And if Anthony Davis were to walk and leave the Lakers just with nothing after what they gave up, it would really set this franchise back 5 to 7 years and put them in rebuild mode once again. So if I'm Anthony Davis, learn from this, address your free agency when you get there, take a page out of Kawhi Leonard's book, focus on the championship like you said. But another thing I didn't agree with was Anthony Davis saying that Chicago is the Mecca of basketball.
It is. One of the best basketball teams ever. You look at, the history and all the guys we got, and that made the league and even the guys that didn't make the league, and say New York, but it's not even close.
And then you hear him say at the end, some people say it's New York, but it's not even close. And I agree with him there. It's not New York because it's Los Angeles. Los Angeles is the Mecca of basketball today. Just look at the teams. The Los Angeles Lakers, the biggest franchise in the history of basketball, the glamour franchise of the NBA. And then you got the Clippers. They're in the mix now. Basketball is the only sport that rates higher than football for a major city as far as fan interest. And then just look at the players. In recent years, you got B.D. Baron Davis, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Paul Pierce, and did I mention the Brody Russell Westbrook, all LA kids. And Chicago, you can make the case. You got Anthony Davis, Tim Hardaway, Derrick Rose, Isaiah Thomas, and Dwayne Wade. And also the GOAT Michael Jordan played his pro ball in Chicago. So I get it. You can make a case for New York City, NYC, the Mecca of basketball. Maybe not these days, but Madison Square Garden, that is the Mecca of basketball as far as an arena is concerned. It's the most famous arena in the world. It's the arena where Kobe dropped 61. It's the arena where Michael Jordan dropped the double nickel. And then New York, they have their own fair share of talent that they produce. Guys like Bernard King, guys like Connie Hawkins. Bob Cousy, Tiny Archibald. Oh, and then the best player out of any of these cities, it's from New York. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The Cap himself is from New York. Of course, he went to UCLA, then to Milwaukee, and then played with the Lakers. And so here's how it goes. New York, they were the Mecca of basketball. Chicago had their run, but right now, Los Angeles is the Mecca of basketball.